The silence of the North Maine woods is a particular kind of silence. It's not the absence of sound, but the layering of them. The whisper of wind through towering pines, the distant call of a loon across a lake, the rustle of unseen creatures in the undergrowth. It's a silence that holds secrets, and sometimes it swallows people whole. Imagine a year passing, the seasons cycling through rebirth and decay, the forest reclaiming its own, and yet a young girl remains missing, lost somewhere within that vast expanse. This is the reality we grapple with in this story, a story etched in the stark simplicity of a single Reddit post, a digital breadcrumb leading into a wilderness of unanswered questions. The post itself is chilling in its brevity. A 13-year-old girl ran into the North Maine woods 1 year ago. She's still missing. Those few words carry the weight of unimaginable grief, a year of searching, a year of hope dwindling with each setting sun. The woods, a place of rugged beauty and untamed power, have become a silent tomb. The girl, whose name is unknown to the broader public, vanished from a life we can only surmise was filled with the typical joys and struggles of adolescence, suddenly thrust into a brutal, unforgiving environment. Her disappearance, a stark contrast to the vibrant potential of youth, hangs heavy in the air like an unseasonal frost. While the details surrounding the young girl's disappearance remain scarce, the post doesn't offer a name, a date, or any specifics about her escape. It opens a door into the heart of a mystery. We can only speculate about the circumstances, a heated argument with parents whose concern has now turned to an agonizing ache, a moment of teenage rebellion born from a feeling of being misunderstood, a desperate attempt to escape a situation that felt unbearable. Whatever the reason, she ran, and the woods embraced her, hiding her within its sprawling embrace. The lack of detail, the absence of a name, only adds to the pervasive feeling of dread. This anonymity amplifies the tragedy. She could be anyone's child, a phantom lost to the indifferent vastness of nature, her story reduced to a chilling, anonymous plea. To understand the scope of this tragedy, we need to consider the North Maine woods itself. This is not a park or a recreational area, but a vast, unforgiving wilderness, larger than the entire state of Massachusetts. Logging roads crisscross the area, offering the illusion of accessibility, but beyond these, the terrain is dense, rugged, and often impassable, a labyrinth of ancient trees, rocky outcrops, and hidden bogs. The climate swings wildly, with frigid winters that transform the landscape into an icy prison and humid summers that breed swarms of insects and an oppressive stillness. Survival, even for the experienced outdoorsman, is a constant struggle, requiring knowledge of the land, resilience, and a deep respect for its power. For a 13-year-old girl, likely ill-prepared and alone, facing the primal challenges of hunger, exposure, and disorientation, the odds of survival would be astronomically low. The sheer scale of this territory means that a search, however dedicated, is like looking for a single fallen leaf in an endless forest. The post is a singular point in time, a digital cry for help, echoing the silent tragedy of countless others. It's a reminder that even in the age of instant information, some stories remain hidden, lost within the shadows of the digital age. The raw emotion bleeds through the lack of detail, the desperation of a family, of friends, who have to live with the unknown. What happened? Where is she? These questions are enough to break the will of anyone who has to ask them and live with the unanswered questions. The lingering hope, the faint ember that refuses to be extinguished, is what keeps families like hers searching, clinging to any possibility, however remote. The Reddit post doesn't stop there. It provides a related case, a chilling parallel to the disappearance in the Maine woods. Ellabeth Lodermeyer disappeared from her home in Sioux Falls, South Dakota in 1974. How did her credit cards end up in a women's bathroom at a railway station in Dauphin, Manitoba, Canada, nearly a 10-hour drive north of Sioux Falls months after? Ellabeth Lodermeyer's story is another puzzle, a cold case that continues to haunt investigators and families. The details are sparse, but they paint a picture of a woman who vanished without a trace from a seemingly ordinary life in Sioux Falls, a quiet city where such occurrences are rare. The only clue offered is the unsettling discovery of her credit cards, months after her disappearance, at a railway station in Dauphin, Manitoba, Canada. This simple fact throws open a Pandora's box of possibilities, each more disquieting than the last. Were her cards used by someone or was it a random act, a thief unaware of the deeper mystery they were inadvertently uncovering? The credit card's appearance in a women's bathroom adds another layer of complexity, a scene of quiet desperation or calculated concealment. This could be an attempt to hide the transaction, to obscure any evidence of the user's identity or intentions. The act itself is chilling. Imagine the user, furtively using the card, aware of the dark secret they were carrying, perhaps feeling a surge of adrenaline or a cold pragmatism. The railway station, a place of comings and goings, of anonymity and transient lives, becomes a grim landmark in this unsolved mystery, a silent witness to a potential crime. The timelines are crucial. Elizabeth disappeared in 1974, a time before the ubiquitous digital footprint we leave today, making her vanishing even more complete. Her credit cards were used months later, a ghostly echo of her presence, suggesting a period of absence and subsequent activity that defies easy explanation. The 13-year-old girl in Maine disappeared a year prior to the Post's publication, her own timeline shrouded in the present-day wilderness. These cases, separated by time and distance, share a common thread, the agonizing uncertainty of a missing person. They are both mysteries, lost in the fog of time and geography, with incomplete information and a desperate, enduring search for answers that may never come. We don't know the details of the Maine girl's case. Did she run away from a home filled with love or a home filled with despair? Was she taken by someone known or a stranger lurking in the shadows? Did she somehow survive in the unforgiving wilderness, a testament to remarkable resilience? Or did the woods claim her, her story ending in the quiet embrace of nature's indifference? What about Elizabeth? Was she the victim of foul play, her life brutally cut short? Was her abduction planned, a meticulously executed scheme, or was it a crime of opportunity, a spontaneous act of violence? These questions are haunting, preying on the imagination, offering only the potential for a chilling outcome that may forever remain concealed. The emotional impact of these cases is profound and far-reaching. The parents of the missing girl in Maine are likely to feel a pain that never truly goes away, a wound that festers with each passing season, each unanswered phone call. They have to live with the knowledge that their child is lost, somewhere out in the vast wilderness, and the uncertainty may feel impossible to overcome, a constant companion in their waking hours and a torment in their dreams. The family of Elizabeth is left with unanswered questions, the spectral presence of a loved one, and the tragic reality that they will likely never know what happened to her, never have the chance for closure, for a proper goodbye. The geographic locations, North Maine woods, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Dauphin, Manitoba, contribute significantly to the mystery and the sense of isolation. The North Maine woods is the embodiment of a dangerous beauty, a place of stark, rugged grandeur that can easily become a trap for the unwary. It symbolizes the vast unknown, and, when paired with the disappearance of a child, it amplifies the fears and anxieties of those left behind. The vastness of the Canadian wilderness, with its own remote stretches and challenging terrain, further increases the feelings of hopelessness and uncertainty in the Elizabeth case, suggesting a perpetrator who knew how to disappear into the vastness. The psychological impact of these unsolved cases is immense, creating a ripple effect of fear and unease. The fear of the unknown is a powerful and primal emotion, a deep-seated anxiety that can paralyze individuals and communities. These disappearances exploit that fear, leaving the families and communities in a perpetual state of anxiety and uncertainty, forever looking over their shoulders. The lack of closure is devastating, a hollow ache that never truly heals. The inability to say goodbye, to have a proper burial, to receive some semblance of justice, leaves an unfillable void in the lives of those affected, a wound that time cannot fully mend. In these tragedies, there are no easy answers, no clean resolutions, only the stark reality of missing persons and the grief that follows in their wake. Both of these cases stand as potent reminders of the fragility of life, the precariousness of our existence, and the devastating impact of violence, even in its most hidden and elusive forms. They are testaments to the fact that sometimes the most frightening stories are the ones where the narrative simply stops, leaving a gaping hole where a life should be. The current status of both cases is likely cold, unsolved, and frozen in time. There may be a small chance of a new lead, a forgotten piece of evidence surfacing, but the likelihood is extremely low, a flicker of hope against overwhelming odds. The lack of evidence, the inexorable passage of time, and the vastness of the search areas all contribute to the difficulty in finding the missing persons, making them ghosts in their own stories. However, the impact endures, like a pebble dropped in the water. The ripples continue to expand, touching lives, and shaping the memories and experiences of those who live with the unknown, a constant, haunting presence. In conclusion, this narrative offers a chilling glimpse into the world of true crime, a world where silence can be deafening and the unknown can be more terrifying than any revealed truth. Both the disappearance in the North Maine woods and the case of Elabeth Lodermeyer remind us that some mysteries remain unsolved, their answers lost to the winds of time and the unforgiving embrace of nature or the deliberate actions of another. The brevity of the Reddit post and the subsequent lack of details make the tragedy that much more haunting, stripping away the familiarity of a name and leaving only a stark, universal fear. We are left with questions, with fears, and with the profound, unsettling weight of the unknown. Both cases stand as a testament to the enduring power of grief and the enduring human need for answers in the face of profound loss. The North Maine woods may hold its secrets forever, its dense foliage a permanent shroud over what transpired, but the stories of those lost within its embrace and the lingering questions surrounding Elabeth Lodermeyer will never be forgotten.